Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are featuring more Go Battle League content. We are currently in the Ultra League, and we're featuring Obstagoon today. So this trainer is using Obstagoon, Escavalier, and Cresselia. So for those that don't know, Obstagoon is a new Pokemon that was recently released. It's from the Galar region, which is a region from the main series Sword and Shield. So yeah, it's a very powerful Pokemon, especially for the Ultra League. It has access to counter as well as Cross Chop and Night Slash, so it takes 5 counters to get to both of those moves. So it's super spammy, really fast, it's really powerful, it hits a lot of the meta. It's not unbeatable, right? I mean, there's certainly things that could beat it, like Charm users or opposing counter users, like Escavalier, which is going to be double super effective to Obstagoon. So it definitely has counters, but it's also really good. So totally recommend, if you could hatch a Galarian Zigzagoon, I totally recommend investing in one. I do not have one yet. I didn't hatch any eggs from that batch of new 7-kilometer eggs, so I do not have one. But once I get one, I am certainly going to invest in one for the Ultra League as well as the Great League. I haven't looked at it yet in terms of Great League to see how it would do, but I'm sure it'll be good for specific themed cups at some point, right? So right now we see the Obstagoon come in, and it's going to be hit with this Night Slash. I have been seeing quite a bit of Scizor, to be honest, as well. Probably going to be hit by another Night Slash. We'll have to see if this is going to be Night Slash. It is. So Obstagoon can definitely take that and just farm down with counter. By the way, guys, if you want to submit your battles, link in the description down below to the Google Forms where you could submit your battles. I do ask that you submit the current league that we're on. For example, in this case, the Ultra League. Now, people have been submitting me Great League content, which is totally fine, and I do appreciate that. But I might not get to those until the league returns. So if you submit Master League or Great League content, it's not that I'm not going to use it, it just might not happen until the Ultra League leaves for the Master League and for the Great League, or when all 3 leagues become available. I hope that makes sense, but I certainly do appreciate you submitting it to me anyway. As long as you don't delete them from Google Drive, I should still have them and keep them for when those leagues return. So Togekiss is going for Ancient Power right now. Totally fine with that Cresselia. Cresselia doesn't really care at this point. It could take all these attacks. Is it debuffed? Is that Togekiss debuffed? I don't know if it looks like it's not doing as much damage as Charm should be doing. I could be wrong. Either way, he does go ahead and win that game, so really well played. And we'll start commentating. So jumping into game 2, let's see how these battles go. Okay, got another opponent, so yeah, let's see how these go, and thanks again for submitting these battles. I really wanted to feature Obstagoon because of how good it is, and because it's a new Pokemon, you know, and I love Obstagoon, not just in Pokemon Go, but in general. So this is definitely a favorable matchup for Escavalier, but Escavalier will have to shield because it is squishy, so the Hydro Cannon is going to do a lot, if not knock it out. So I'm going to go ahead and go for this Drill Run, which will knock out that Empoleon if it does not shield. It does not shield, so Empoleon will collapse, and in comes Giratina. Okay, so looks like Escavalier is just going straight Drill Run. Yeah, I mean, probably not worth switching out into like Obstagoon, for example. You just wait until Escavalier faints because you don't want them to counter switch. So, plus Escavalier already did its job, although, you know, this damage definitely adding up. They may attempt to farm down at this range. And it looks like they're going to, but Escavalier is able to get off another Drill Run, so that's definitely a great situation, doing that damage, although Giratina's shield, so even better. Okay, Giratina is loaded on energy, but in comes Obstagoon, and it does have Night Slash, so Giratina switches, is able to catch this Night Slash, so nice switch. I didn't see what came in though, let's see. Oh, Magnezone. Okay, so that Magnezone is going to take a lot of damage. I actually shielded that Night Slash as well, and it's going to take a lot of damage. Going to go ahead and shield a possible Wild Charge. Yep, going to be Wild Charge. So this Cross Chop is definitely going to destroy, no doubt about it, going to destroy this Magnezone. It's going to knock it out. Even without the debuff, it may have knocked. I think it, I don't know. It would have been close. I don't know if it would have knocked it out with the debuff, but it would have been super close. It may have. It may have. But either way, it doesn't matter because now this Giratina, okay, back-to-back Dragon Claws, but that's totally fine because Obstagoon is going to be able to take them just fine. It looks like the opponent undercharged because he's going to bail on the game. So good games to both players. Really well played as well by both players. But yeah, you could just see the sheer power of Obstagoon. Definitely watch out for the counters to it, like counter or Charm. But, you know, it's definitely powerful. So leading with Escavalier versus Snorlax. So definitely a huge situation. Another thing about having both Escavalier and Obstagoon on your team is Registeel really can't do much to it because, and that's a common Pokemon because counter is going to be strong and you have 2 counter users, right? So yeah, it's definitely a huge situation if you go up against Registeel, so I cannot wait to get an Obstagoon, and I probably want to use Obstagoon and Escavalier. I'll have to see what I want my third member to be. Maybe Cresselia. You know what? Maybe I'll just take this team. You know, I might just take it. I don't know. So Escavalier does feint Snorlax, and in comes Giratina. So yeah, again, similar to last game, you just allow Escavalier to feint, but you're going to get off as much damage as possible. Drill Run, connecting. The Giratina not going to shield. Can't get to another one, but that's totally fine. You could bring in Obstagoon now, and Obstagoon, obviously, with that Night Slash, going to do a good amount of damage. I mean, it's not a powerful move, but it could raise your attack, plus it is super effective. So we'll have to see if the Giratina bails, but it looks like it's just going straight Dragon Claws, but that's totally fine. Obstagoon can take them. So, you know, damage is adding up, but Obstagoon could still take it. So going for the Night Slash now, maybe he'll get the debuff. Look at that Obstagoon, looks so amazing. So shielding that attack, okay, so Giratina is going to go ahead and go for a charge attack. Obstagoon wanting to shield this as well, wanting to win the lead, maybe he'll be able to, or not the lead, but wanting to win this matchup. So going for a Night Slash as well. This will not be enough to knock out Giratina, but it should still do a lot. Okay, one more Night Slash, getting the attack buff. So now you might shield. No, okay, still going to be able to take it. You don't have to shield, though. I was just thinking maybe you would because of that buff, but I guess not because they also have a shield. So, okay, going to take this Dragon Claw, almost knocking out the Obstagoon. The opponent might shield this now because obviously you have a huge attack buff on that Obstagoon, but they do not. And then they bring in Swampert. So Swampert with, is that Water Gun? That looked like Water Gun. Yeah, it is Water Gun. Very interesting. So instead of the Mud Shot attack, we're seeing Water Gun on Swampert. Okay, it's a purified Swampert as well. Not that that means anything. I'm just saying. Going for the Surf. Very interesting. No Hydro Cannon. Okay. I see it. I like it. So again, this Cresselia is going to go ahead and go for Moonblast. That will cause the last shield to come out from the opponent. And this Swampert going to go for another charge attack. Cresselia not going to shield, wanting to save that shield. It's going to be another Surf. Totally fine. That does not do a lot of damage. Future Sight. Yep, Future Sight probably is the better move to go for. This should be enough to knock out Swampert. I'd be surprised if Swampert could survive this. At that range. No, it can. Never mind. I'm surprised. Survived with like 1 HP, but it still survives. So, but able to win that one. Really nice game. Really nice game. So we're going to jump into, I believe this is the 4th game. So I think we have 2 more games. It's a set of 5. We'll have to see how this game goes. So it's going to be an Escavalier versus a Charizard. So this is horrible. So you have to bail ASAP, right? Okay, unfortunately a Fire Spin got in. Going into Cresselia makes a lot of sense. So this Charizard probably going straight Blast Burn. Probably no reason to bluff. No, he's going to bluff. Maybe hoping to take a shield. In comes that Swampert. So having a Swampert in the back. So this Cresselia is going to go ahead and go for the Moonblast right now. Will not get the debuff, but it still does a good amount of damage. So let's see what attack is coming out. It's going to be that Hydro Cannon. So Cresselia might want to go for a Future Sight or Moonblast. We'll have to see. I don't think Moonblast will knock out, whereas I feel like Future Sight will come a lot closer. We'll have to see. Going for the Moonblast, maybe expecting the shield, hoping to get like the attack debuff. That would make sense. Okay, he did get a shield and did not get the attack debuff, but that actually was a good play because they were able to go for the debuff, right? So really good play. So this Cresselia will shield, and in comes Charizard. Charizard, get into a Dragon Claw in order to knock out this Cresselia. So Cresselia collapses. You have to bring in Obstagoon. You cannot bring in Escavalier. So Obstagoon comes in and just going straight Night Slash. This will do a lot of damage to a squishy Charizard. Well, not a lot, but it'll do a decent amount. Charizard decides to protect itself because it wants to be alive for that battle with Escavalier. That obviously makes a lot of sense. So Obstagoon shields this. It will be an Overheat. Okay, not even a Blast Burn. Overheat. Oh, Charizard cannot get out in time, and a Night Slash is coming out from this Obstagoon. Let's see. A little bit of lag, but the attack going through. Charizard. Okay, looks like the Charizard got a little bit of lag, but that's okay. In comes a Clone Venusaur. So now comes that Escavalier. So yeah, the opponent's getting a lot of lag, but it's totally fine. It is what it is. It happens. So yeah, it looks like the guy stopped attacking, but again, you don't have to stop attacking. I used to. I don't anymore. I've said that before, but just because your opponent's not going to do it for you, it's a free fall, right? When it comes to Go Battle League, I hate to say it, but that's just how it is. So Venusaur faints. I feel like he was still in a pretty good position though, because that Escavalier would have been able to beat that Venusaur, and then in comes the Charizard, and obviously Escavalier wouldn't have done that well against Charizard, but and yeah, now so it's hard to say. It's hard to say, right? He could have won that one. He might have lost it, but it happens. So can't blame lag. Well, you can blame it, I guess. If you're the opponent, you're probably frustrated. But anyway, that Swampert collapses, and that's going to be a game. So unfortunate lag there, but it happens to all of us. And we're going to jump into one more game. Hopefully there's no lag in this last game. So let's see what happens. So we do find an opponent, and we will see. We will see what happens. But let me know how you guys are liking Obstagoon. Did you invest in one yet? So meeting up with a Charizard as a lead, definitely a huge situation. All you have to do is watch out for that Earthquake. Obviously, you can generally tell this is not an Earthquake. This is just a Body Slam. I don't know if Snorlaxes typically run Superpower, Heavy Slam, or Earthquake in the Ultra League. I think mine has Earthquake, but I've seen like all moves on Snorlax, so it's kind of hard to say. I haven't seen Hyper Beam, but you know what I'm saying? Like usually it's Body Slam plus one other move. So Snorlax is going to go for another Body Slam, and it's not going to be enough because Escavalier resists it, and it's going to be able to feint down that Snorlax. So in comes Togekiss. Okay, so Escavalier looks like he wanted to switch, unfortunately wasn't able to get off a charge attack or switch. Could have been lag, maybe he just wasn't thinking fast enough. I don't know what happened. But either way, Moonblast is coming out from the Cresselia, and this is going to be shielded, so Togekiss does prevent that damage. And let's see, a charge attack coming out from this Togekiss. Cresselia probably taking it. Yep, going to be a Flamethrower, but again, Cresselia could definitely take it. It doesn't have to watch out for the charge attacks. It has to watch out more so for the charm damage. So Cresselia does go for another Moonblast. This one will not be shielded. Okay, can he get to one more? I don't think so, probably not. Oh, that was close, that was close. Going to shield because obviously Obstagoon in the back. If the opponent knew that there was Obstagoon in the back, they might shield this. They still might shield it. But if they knew Obstagoon was in the back, they probably would shield it. Let's see if they shield. They do not shield. They do not shield. Oh, Giratina. That cost them the game, man. There's no doubt about it because they could have shielded a charge attack coming into the Togekiss. Togekiss could have probably farmed all the way down, but obviously they had no way of knowing it was an Obstagoon, so it wasn't a bad play on their end. They just didn't know Obstagoon was in the back. But man, that Togekiss would have done quite a bit to Obstagoon. I feel like the opponent would have won that one, but again, it happens. When they saw Obstagoon, the white in their face probably ran out. But it happens. It happens. It wasn't a bad play. It wasn't a bad play to save the shield. I mean, the Togekiss was almost fainted anyway. It could have been anything in the back. So this Obstagoon just going for Night Slash, obviously trying to feint down this Giratina. Also has a chance for the attack debuff. Didn't get it though. So this Obstagoon is going to take this attack, going to be a Dragon Claw, no big deal. The opponent is out of shield, so just one more Night Slash. I'm going to go ahead and use the shield, might as well. Going to be a Dragon Claw. And this Obstagoon trying to get to this Night Slash, able to get to it, and this Night Slash is definitely going to finish off this altered form Giratina, no doubt about it. And able to win that one. So pretty good amount of health left. So really nicely played in all these games. And thanks again for submitting them to me. I really do appreciate it. And so he did go 5-0. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Let's see what the Pokemon is. Shieldon. Okay. See you guys. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.